Final Fantasy XIV Online. Now, we're gonna have to do the thing where I try my best to recap the story so far. This is my cat boy, my lovely, lovely cat boy. This is not the same cat boy that we played last time. This is another cat boy that I made from scratch on a different server. So we're far behind in the story. We are between the two expansions that I streamed. So as you know, I streamed the vanilla one, you know, A Realm Reborn. Then I took a break, I played Heavensward on my own, and then last time I streamed Stormblood. Okay. But now I have the chance to stream Heavensward, which is so far my favorite one. Even though I didn't play the most recent one, which is Shadowbringer, but this is definitely my favorite. So, quick recap for A Realm Reborn. As you know, my character, our character, the protagonist, has been chosen by Hydaelyn, the Crystal, to do something, to be the Warrior of Light. He joins the Scions of the Seven Dawn, does a lot of quests, start the fight against the Primals, these beasts, these godlike creatures, summoned by the Beastmen using the crystal, the magic crystals that have like the energy to bring them to, I guess, in a corporeal form, to manifest them. I started killing a lot of those. In the meantime, the Garlean Empire attacked Eorzea. The Alliance kinda got back together to defend themselves. Okay, let me move the chat in a way that I can read. We'll probably do right there. What was I saying? Yeah, the Empire attacked. They captured 3 of these primals. They call them icons as well, and these giant creatures, using an ancient weapon left by the Allagan, I think it's called, Empire, which is an ancient empire that had, like, you know, the gist. They have like this super advanced technology, but the Empire has disappeared magically, and you don't know why, but there's like all these artifacts, extremely powerful technology and magic left behind. And yeah, we defeat Dwemer, got it, yeah, pretty much. It's always the same. So we defeat the Empire. We become the hero of, you know, the 3 nations. After that, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, which is our small association, if you remember, there's Minfilia, the lady with the blonde lady with the big boobs. She's the leader, and then you have all the cool characters that are forming this alliance of people fighting the Primals. They become famous. They become more, you know, more welcomed by the Alliance, more officially, I should say. And we start accepting requests. We start expanding our operation. We start accepting requests. This is loud. We start accepting requests to fight more Primals. More and more newer Primals keep showing up. We keep fighting them. We keep expanding up to the point where we form a free company, like a large private army that is supposed to help the other nations to fight these primals and, you know, every threat, generally a threat, a random threat to the realm. There you go. Much better. What happens, though? At some point, the 4th nation, which is Ishgard, sitting... Let me see if I can show you. Can I see the general map? Yeah. This is the one. So, you have the big island, which is Limsa Lominsa, Lanosia. You have Ul'dah down here in the desert, the Thanalan desert. And then you have Gridania in the Black Shroud. These are the 3 big nation of the Alliance. And then up here, you have Ishgard, which was, or used to be, in the Alliance, but has been kind of isolating themselves and fighting a different kind of war against the dragons pushing from Dravania in like a 1,000-year-long war against the Who's making that noise? a very long war against the dragon. We are right now in the capital of Ishgard, by the way. But we start helping. The Alliance doesn't want really to help them because, you know, they feel like the Ishgardian have isolated themselves, and now there's a little bit of tension between the nations. Ishgard is attacked by a giant dragon. We, as the Free Company and the Scions of the Seven Dawn, are kind of asking the the Alliance to help them, to intervene, and we deploy a lot of troops from our Free Company, but the 3 other companies from the Alliance are kind of tentative. They don't really involve themselves too much. They send some troops, but like at the bare minimum they can spare. You know, maybe with good reasons, maybe not. You know, all the nations have their own issues, but that's enough for Ishgard to successfully repel the invasion of the attack of this giant dragon, and to celebrate with the other nations openly, to finally come together and make the first step towards a future alliance, to restore the old alliance, right? Especially because the Goblin Mound Empire, even if we defeated it temporarily, it's not gone. In fact, a new emperor has been elected. The old one is dead. There's a new one, and it seems like to be very belligerent. So it's a threat to every nation, not just the Alliance. It's a threat to Ishgard, because if the Alliance were to fall to the Empire, the next one would be Ishgard. And if Ishgard is fighting the dragons on one front, they definitely cannot defend themselves from the Empire on the other front. So it's beneficial for everybody to form this alliance. What happens then? We throw a party in honor of this successful cooperation in Ul'dah, and we realize that something is going wrong within our Free Company. The company, I think it was called the Braves. The Crystal Braves, the company formed by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you know, the free one that was supposed to help all the others. There's something going wrong in there. And you slowly uncover this plot. Pretty much what happened is some of the high officials of the Crystal Braves had been bought or paid by a faction of Ul'dah called the Monetarists. They're trying to remove the power of the royalty in Ul'dah, and they are trying to, using their money, their vast amount of money, they are the merchants, they are the one like actually controlling the flow of money and tradings in pretty much all the Alliance. They are trying to pretty much seize control of Ul'dah, and possibly even more. Why is that? Because the 3 nations, the 3 nations of the Alliance, are fighting in a place called Cartano. Apparently in that place there is an Alag, I don't remember exactly the word, but there is one of these ancient race. There's a weapon or like a technology or something in there, and it's to avoid that one of the nations of the Alliance takes control of this. They are kinda all sitting there, like deploying militarily, but no one is really taking control of this weapon. But Ul'dah wants that weapon. The Monetarists want that weapon. So they're trying to plot a scheme, pretty much, to take control of everything. So during the dinner, we are betrayed. We are arrested. The Sultana, which is the royal representative of Ul'dah, she is poisoned and killed. And they blame everything on me and the Scions of the Seven Dawn. So they arrest us. They try to arrest everybody else, except the General Alden of the Free Company of Ul'dah, which is technically the military leader of Ul'dah, but he is in support of the royalty. He's in support of the Sultana. When he realizes, he's very close with the Sultana, when he realizes the Sultana has been killed, he definitely doesn't believe that we did, because we're good friends. He becomes furious and instantly kills, like in the middle of the dinner, he instantly kills the guy behind the poisoning. So there's just a huge mess. There's like fighting starts. There's a bunch of people fighting in the middle of everything. We manage to escape, and we seek refuge in Ishgard, because we made good friends while helping the Ishgardian fight the dragons. We made good friends with one of the royal houses. So we are invited in Ishgard. For the first time, we are the first foreigners to be officially invited in Ishgard in years. And what we're doing right now is we kinda helped this royal house in their business. This guy has 3 children, like adult ones. I think two of them are actual children. The other one is a bastard son. Which is the best guy ever, by the way, Hoshifang. So we help both of the sons of this guy in whatever they were doing. On one side, which is... let me see if I can find it. I don't think I can. Yeah. On one side, in the Sea of Clouds, they are fighting a beast tribe of owl people. And apparently the owl people have summoned a primal called Bismarck. Giant sky whale, pretty much. So we're trying to help on that front. In the other front, we are helping against, you know, the dragons and heretics, they call them. So the people that are humans, or, you know, people of all the races, but still fighting on the side of the dragons. What happened is, we are now traveling with the Dragoon, the Azure Dragoon, which is like this strong warrior that is supposed to kill dragons, like he's the strongest dragon fighter ever. We're traveling with him and the leader of the heretics, which is Lady Iceheart. We're traveling to meet one of the dragons and see if we can somehow broker a peace or some sort of non-aggression agreement with the dragons, because we know the dragons are sentient, we know they can be reasoned with, so we are trying to take this, to make this trip towards the dragons and have an audience with them. So, roughly, I obviously had to skip a lot because the story is very consistent in this game, but roughly this is what's happening, and this is where we are right now. It's actually very difficult to explain because there's so many moving parts in this story. Anyway, I am now here in a place called Tailfeather. What happens is, this is dragon territory, but since there's like a big forest, dragons usually tend to fly over this area and not feed and hunt in this place. So there's a little establishment of merchants, and especially Chocobo breeder, because this is the Chocobo forest. So here we are in this absolutely lovely place. This game is beautiful. If you're wondering, I am using a shader, a reshade of the game. I think I can show you. This is what the game looks like, which is still very good, but a little bland. It's like there's a grey patina on the game. It's very desaturated. And this is with the shader. So it looks a little more saturated, a little more high contrast, more fantasy-like. I really, really like it. This is the lightest of the shaders that I made myself, because every other shader was really extreme. I don't know if I can show you. Can you see this window? Yes, you can. So, this is what I removed a lot of things, but like, the game was crazy, okay? The game was absolutely insane if you started activating everything, so... I removed and tinkered with the individual options until I found a setting that was looking good, but not like extremely saturated or too crazy. It just gives the game a more color, I think. You know, a little bit more shadow, a little bit more lights, and just more vivid color. But that's all. No crazy things. Anyway, right now we have to proceed to the Stained One, defeating any foes that stand in our way. So let's go there. I still cannot fly in this zone, by the way. The other compass says there's no more nodes nearby, so we probably have to do some quests to unlock flying in the game. Oh my god. I think I talked for a long time. Now I feel like I need a break. Right now, I am playing on the starter edition, which is amazing. You can play the entire game plus the entire first expansion for free if you ever wanted to try Final Fantasy. They give you a giant portion of the game for free. There are some limitations. You're limited to level 60. You're limited in the amount of gold you can have. You're limited on like the actions you can take in the game. But it's very playable. And yeah, here we are. We've been attacked on the road. I feel like the game volume may be a little too loud. I want the dialogues to be loud, but we could probably fix the sound effects a little bit. Okay, let's see if that's good now. I am also playing a different class compared to last time. Last time I jumped between a few different classes. In the basic version of Reborn, I think I played a bard last time, bow and arrow, and songs. In the expansion in Stormblood, I think I played a red mage, which was that melee mage with like the rapier and the magic focus. I think that's what I was playing back then. Now I am playing a Dark Knight, so I am a tank. And when it's gonna come to do dungeons and raids, I am going to be on the front line, which is scary. I have a guide for the dungeons, I have a guide for the raids. But I am going to be tanking. Which is fine. I'm getting reasonably comfortable with the role. It is still a little spooky. Mostly because I don't know the fights very well and I fear making mistakes. But you know, you have to learn sometime, right? You gotta start from somewhere. So I think what's happening right now is that we are trying to go across the region, but the beastmen, which I think they are like half bug people. They have been a bit upset recently, and I don't know why. We don't know why. This is the party. If you remember Alphinode, he was one of the twin brothers, grandchildren of that old guy that sacrificed himself to destroy Bahamut and create, you know, the new world or something like that. He's been our companion since the very beginning of the game, pretty much. Here we have Estinian, the Azure Dragoon. Very spiky armor, which makes sense. Apparently these armors are made with spikes and blades all over the place because they are meant to fight dragons. They are meant to hook onto the dragons when they're fighting them. They are meant to be spiky in the case the dragon tries to bite you because they would stab the mouth of the dragon. So the armor has to be extremely edgy. That's the lore reason. And that right there is Lady Iceheart. She's our enemy. She was our enemy. We fought against her when she summoned the primal Shiva. She used crystals to summon Shiva. We had to fight her. That was a really cool fight. And now we're like, there's a lot of tension in this group. As you can imagine, these two want to pretty much kill each other. But yeah, we're trying to, you know, make this thing work. Also, she is blessed with the same power as the main character. She has the power of the echo, which means she can hear the voice of this mother crystal, which seems to be like the god of the world or something like that. Which is cool because, you know, it's technically the bad guy having the same power, and she says she's doing things for the good of the world. Should we chance to meet Marcecham, the French? Every elf is French, pretty much. Has French names. Remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, which are those, like, bug people, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Rolf, you know. This structure is in fact over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestor and dragonkind lived together in peace. So yeah, we don't know exactly what happened, but 1,000 years ago, humans and dragons used to live in peace. But then some of the humans figure out that the eyes of the dragon held all their power, so they started killing dragons to steal their eyes and have these power, that power for themselves. And that kinda started this war between men and dragons. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. As you can see, Estinian is very, I mean, he's there, he's accompanying us because he's saying, if we can make peace, good. If not, I am going to kill the dragon in front of us, and I'm gonna steal his eyes, and I'm gonna use them to fight the bigger, better dragon that is about to come. Stubborn fool. How desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. He's right. Iceheart, which is, me. Pray reason with these two. I mean, our goals are the same. Not really. The truth of the past will be revealed. I guess that is correct. But I think the best thing we can do is set aside our differences for now. You know, there's time to there will be time to fight later. For now, just set aside our differences. Get your shit together, guys. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which would claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If you are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Iceheart's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Iceheart's vision confirmed the truth. Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Rasvalgir, which is the big dragon that we're trying to meet, will likely provide the catalyst Iceheart's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Ooh, got gear. Oh, this is the terrible gear they're selling in the other place. I'm gonna keep the mage gear in case I want to play red mage, because I remember liking that class a lot, and I would probably level it at some point. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west. No? Ishgardians know them as Anix Shrine. The place serves as a roost for Rasvalgir lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Som Al, then we must first besiege these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened, the one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Yeah, we're going deep into Beastman territory. Oh, also, I am farming the original vanilla Beastman tribe quest, and I have completed the Goblin ones. So now I have the Goblin Mound, which is absolutely fantastic. I love this. It's better when it's flying. This is a flying mount, but, you know. It's like a little couch pulled by a bunch of bombs. It's awesome. It's the best one. I think they made the Beastman tribes quest farming a lot easier than I remember it. Because in just, I would say, over a couple of weeks, I completed a reputation with the kobolds. And I am pretty much almost done with the Amalja as well. It seems like it's a lot easier nowadays to farm for these mounts and pets. You know, the main reason to do it. One of the problems of the free trial is that you have a cap on the amount of money you can have. So this is good for me, going further with the quest, because I do need more money, but I also need to spend them, and you know, the further I get with the game, the more chances I have to spend money on like gear and stuff that I need instead of capping and not gaining anything out of it, you know. 'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nut soldiers. Master Shamp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed, if they would threaten the dragons so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nat muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Alright. We're fighting. Cool. This is the other mount I bought with the achievement points. It's one of those death hands that the Garlemald Empire is using, but it's extremely hilarious on a catboy because it looks like it's picking me up by the neck like you do with a cat and just dragging me around. And I'm just like, you know, kind of accepting my fate. Is there still something attacking me? Oh yeah. Ow! I have muskets. I mean, ow is a strong word. I do not take a lot of damage. That's one of the advantages of being a tank. You don't really get hurt while leveling. Also, because I have done so much... because I played so much like with the farming of the Beastman tribes and dungeons to farm like the armor set, I have made so much experience that I am now capped at level 60, and this is like 7 levels below me. Even 8 levels. So it's going to be very, very easy. The only part that is not going to be easy is going to be the dungeons and the raids, or you know, the trials, because they are level capped, so they will scale me back to the level of the dungeon pretty much. So those are going to be a little bit more challenging. We don't have overpowered gear. I have gear that's level 51. That's the best I could find so far. Whenever we reach a specific place, I think in the next map, I will have access to a store that sells level 60 gear that I can purchase with a specific currency. But I have a lot of that currency because I've done the Beastman Tribes quests. So I will get like level 60 gear, and that'll be much, much better. I take no pleasure in killing the Nuth. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight. Only finish it. Whoa! You truly are beyond salvation. Come then. Fucking edgy boy, Estinian.
Vidofnir!
Oh, finally you can hear the voice acting. Starting from this expansion, they really increased the amount of voice lines in the game.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Okay, dude. Calm down.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Oh, that's right. So, the reason because the war is still going on, I think it's because Nidhogg, which is the big dragon, the big bad dragon, has had one of his eyes stolen, and Estinian is currently carrying that eye.
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
Okay, chill. Come on, Estinian.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
Are they summoning a primal?
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Oh, fuck. Am I going to fight that before getting into Somal? I remember that guy.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
Well, not him, but me. Hi, I'm the Primal Slayer.
'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
Yes, hi, they call me Icon Slayer. I killed, let's see, we killed Ifrit, Titan, Garuda. We killed Shiva, Ramu, the Mughal King, Leviathan, Bahamut. Do I need to continue, or is that good enough?
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Ooh, pants. Oh my god, these are technically better than mine. But they look like shit. I'm not gonna take them. I'm gonna take samurai pants for when I inevitably play samurai as well. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of the newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. Oh my god, this didn't stop. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further my own ends. I desire their strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. What a fool am I to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Alright, calm down everybody. Enough! Enough, I say! If the Nath have truly brought forth the deity from the Ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustained its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marcechon. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Alright, fair enough. Yo, is that a dragon just chilling in the background? Whoop! What the? Oh. 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 There's a tiny baby dragon! I didn't even see that. Can I? Hey. Oh. It's a mommy dragon with a baby dragon. Why's the baby blue? Anyway, let me teleport back. How much money do I have, by the way? I spent a lot of money. I have 100. I have half of my allowance, pretty much. I'm allowed to carry 300k at any time. I spent about 150 for the Goblin Mound and the pet. By the way, that's where we're going. Up there, that mountain in the sky. That's where we're going. That's the place where the dragon rests. Hey, Marcechon. Oh, back already, are we? Ah, met the Nath, did you? What is it you'd like to... Well, you see, there's a primal now we need to fight. Summon the primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. Well, that sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You'll want a good-sized jar of land-trapped nectar, a basket of Callium tree fruit, and always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nunca flesh. Let me guess, I'm gonna have to take care of the flesh. Estinian, I shall gather the fruit. Leap into the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphinaud's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat, of course. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that lives in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Brother. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. You'll be most kind, Master Marcechon. Well then, let's attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. Alright. I'll take care of it. Shouldn't take too long. Ah yes. Classic MMO questing. Well, at least I'm not helping a farmer in needs. Like, I'm actually doing it for, you know, a good reason. However, I don't know how to get there. I think for me, that was the big difference between Final Fantasy and the other games, the other MMOs. Can I somehow get over there? I don't think so. I think I have to go around. Like, you technically do the same kind of chores, right? In most MMOs. But in Final Fantasy, I always thought you do it to further, like, the main story. Never because a random guy just asks for your help. You know? I don't know. It's weird. It feels more justified when I do it this way. Different context, but it does matter. Like, I think the only time where you actually do that is the very beginning of the game. When you're still technically helping the classic, you know, farmer in needs and, yeah, there's some bandits annoying us, and okay, I'll take care of it. That's the very beginning of the game. But after a while, all you do is always serving higher purpose. Okay, so I have to kill the smaller ones, right? Can pull them like this. Where's my chocobo? Shit, where's my chocobo? So I have, I've trained my chocobo to fight with me. And since I'm tanking, he's in DPS stance to help me with the damage, because as a tank I do have a little less damage than other classes. There it is. Let's give him a bunch of greens. The chocobo did like as much damage as I do, pretty much. Look at that. He's great. My chocobo is amazing. It's technically stronger than me. That's all right. Technically, I have another class that could be doing this right now. I have a Dragoon at level... I don't know. What level is my Dragoon? 57. So we could be doing this as a Dragoon and level it to 60. Which would be a smart thing to do, probably. I also have a Mechanist at level 50. A little under-leveled, maybe? Actually, I cannot complete the main quest because of my lower level. But, you know. Wow, hang on. Do I not... Wow, my rings are broken. Oh, crap. All the other classes are much, much lower level. Hang on, never mind. I do have a level 55 summoner. 55? When the hell did I level a summoner to 55? Well, I mean, we could use this. Cool. I honestly do not ask me what I'm doing with a summoner at level 55. I don't remember doing that. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I wouldn't have known how to harvest it without Isael's help. Do you have the Nunca meat? Yes, I do. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. Okay. Give me pants. How do the classes work? You can level them separate from characters? You can level every single job in the game on the same character. You just take the level 1 quest, you start from level 1, and you level up to whatever the max level is. And you are the level of your class at that moment. That's all there is to it. Like, you don't need separate characters to play everything in the game. They all start from 1. Yeah, they all start from 0 on a new character. Yes. So if I go here in the classes job, you can see I leveled the Pugilist up to 22, the Dragoon to 57. I have a level 53 Ninja, apparently. I have a 32 Bard, a level 50 Machinist, a 55 Summoner, and a 60 Dark Knight. I have a Conjurer level 1, because I took the quest but never played it. And all the jobs I have at level 0 are the ones I never did the quest for. Not all of them start at level 1 though. Some of them are like elite classes, and they start at higher levels. I think Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian, they start at level 30. But you do need a main job at level 50 to get those quests. And you need to be in the expansion, because they technically have been introduced in the expansion. Samurai and Red Mage have been added in Stormblood, so you need to be in Stormblood to be able to access the quest to unlock those classes. And I think they start at level 50, if I remember correctly. And then you have Gunbreaker and Dancer in Shadowbringer, but I have no idea how they work or what level do they start. I don't know. But those are the new, technically the new classes. And then we're gonna have 2 new classes in the next expansion that's gonna come out later this year, and Walker. One of them is a healer, it's the Sage. It looks really cool because it fights with like 6 floating blades. And that's a healer, apparently. Which looked really cool. And supposedly we are gonna have another melee DPS. Maybe a big fighter. I don't know what else could they introduce, because they have like fist weapon, they have it. The Dragoon, they have it. They have the Ninja, they have the Samurai. So, I don't know, what is missing? Big hammers, maybe? Is there a class in Final Fantasy that historically uses hammers? I don't think so. I don't remember. Because every class is tied to a specific weapon type, right? In fact, you switch classes by switching your main hand weapon. So, summoners, and I guess the scholars, they use books. Because they start with the same basic class, which is the Arcanist. And then the Arcanist can evolve into Summoner or Scholar. Then you have the Conjurers using... what are they using? Conjurers using like canes. Then you have thaumaturges using wands, like one-handed wands, which are the black mages. Red mages are using the rapier with the focus. Then bards are using the bow. Makins are using the gun. Samurais the katanas. Ninjas the double knife, dual wielding. Dragoons are using the spears. So every class has its own weapon. And I'm thinking what kind of weapon a new melee class could have. Like the one that's missing in the game is a hammer, right? Because two-handed swords are being used by Dark Knights. You have two-handed axes being used by the Marauders, the warriors. You have the gun blades used by the gun boy, what's it called? The gunbreaker. So yeah, I don't know. Unless they do something really weird, I don't know. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offering at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nat, I think I would be suitably impressed. But you are not, so you don't really know if they are going to be impressed or not. That's a sack. I would not be impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alfino. Our offerings has not gone unnoticed. Oh, there they are. Hi, we come in peace. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that fill the air with such delightful scents. Lantrap nectar. Calumtree fruit. Cellum, I guess. That's Latin. And Nanka flesh. They're very happy. What delectable foods you have brought to us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters. Come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped. Stifling. And horribly smelly. Good. I'm so glad. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws. Yes? Come, come, it's not far. Okay. Kinda cool though. I like them. I think they are going to be the next beast tribe that I have to do quest for. Wait. Do I have to go here? Follow them? Oh, I guess so. Look at this. Hello. Ah, lovely. Hello? Fleetfoot? Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. The non-mind? That's the storyteller. He's got, like, mustaches? And a beard? That's a sign of a storyteller. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by your people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically, knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are! But if these words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nat's god, of the god of the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind? Is it the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. With spear and spell and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled the battle from my kinsman. I should recommend you for finishing the job. Shut up, Estinian. What? It's just... Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when the winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. Oh no, the Asians. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. So if you remember vaguely, the Asians, these humans in black robes, are the one pretty much behind every summoning. They were the ones giving the Ultima weapon to the Garlemald Empire. They are orchestrating everything bad that's going on. And at the moment, I think they are also in contact with the leadership of Ishgard, the Holy See, which is like the Pope, I guess. I think what they're trying to do is, I don't know if they're trying to destroy Hydaelyn, the Mother Crystal, but what is certain is that they are trying to resurrect their dead god, which is Zodiark. Dravanian lands would become Nathlands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystal far exceeds the rewards of this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Okay. Oh, we get rings? Finally. Do I have a ring for a tank? I guess strength. This should be good. Strength and skill speed is what I need for the Dark Knight. Okay. Oh, we have a quest for one of the flying things? Ooh, yes, Ether Currents. These are side quests. We're just gonna skip over them because I've already done them, and they're just to allow me to fly in these areas. They need more weapons, so we make a request, please bring us muskets. Alright, yeah, see. Like, very, very side quests. Technically, you could play through the entire game without ever doing a single side quest. I don't know if it's the case for the newer expansion, but they made the XP process a little easier on low-level characters. So you can definitely level through all the base game and the first two expansions without ever doing a single side quest, which is nice. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious that all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much. But you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgression. No so the Nath. They summon the deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent a calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Ulfino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to his death? No, You have the right of it, Estinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Iceheart. I do not fear my duty. I've slain many primals. Wait, Iceheart need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters, we know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Wow, Alphinaud, you don't need to be so mean. Estine makes a valid point. Let us speak with a Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with a deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. And he's running off. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Well, yeah. If you don't remember, it's Alphinaud that put together the Crystal Braves, and he feels directly responsible for the betrayal and for everything bad that happened at the dinner party and all the... Like, he was crushed by the events. He knew nothing of the betrayal and everything, so... He took it very personally. We are Vath, we are the non-mind. We do not hear the one-mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Okay. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. I mean, I would like to keep my soul. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We will mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. I don't mean to sacrifice myself. So can we see an example of the mound that I'm going to get out of these people? I don't think we can. I don't know what we're getting out of this. You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. Okay. So they want me to give them an extra chunk of meat? That's fine, I can do that. Can I go back from here? Oh, technically I can. Okay, very good. Now, I don't remember exactly how to fight with the summoner. Hell, I barely remember leveling it, so... Let me just check really quickly what abilities I have. Okay, so I know he's like a dot class. I think I have to dot both of them. Do energy drain. Then I think I cast Fester. All the while using Ruin and the Elemental Barrier, which is Alt 4. Okay. Let's try this. I do about 50% more damage compared to my my level 60 Dark Knight. I also take no damage whatsoever because of my summon protecting me. The class has been changed from what it was originally. Originally, I think your pet, the little primal that you summon, like a smaller version of a primal, was actually a pet. It was considered a pet. It had a pet bar. It had life. It had taunting. But now it's just a passive ability. It's something that sits next to you and attacks the enemy, but it doesn't really interact with an enemy. Like, they cannot draw aggro. All the damage they do, it's like you're doing it. And so, to protect you, they have this barrier they create around you, which gives you like a 30% HP shield. It's pretty good. But yeah, they cannot die, they cannot get hit anymore. Another gift for the Vath, so unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed with the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Interesting. So how do we do it? The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I'm beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits at the center of the Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subject to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as their one mind, and it was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who are residing in this smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the non-mind, who for reasons that yet escapes me, seems to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects the Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the one mind, thoughts and intentions. Okay, so they are somehow disconnected from the hive mind. Interesting. I wonder if they're like, you know, some sort of mistake of nature. But in that, they retain their own consciousness. And of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Oh, come on, Estinian. Don't be always so... Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before the deity to make an offering of our souls. Are we doing that? Yo, level up! Alphino wishes to review Izel, I think. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generally be termed their custody, and then wait until the god arrives to claim your soul? Aye. That fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Iceheart? Well, I mean, if you put it that way. Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you're not a man to err on the side of caution. That is true. I used a crazy teleportation spell that could have teleported me inside of a wall to reach like an unreachable inner chamber inside a mountain where Shiva was being summoned. A system that was never tested before. Well, then I could fight at your side, Warrior of Light. But the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphino. YOLO, exactly. Then it is settled. Iceheart, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance of the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Okay. I guess. Yeah, that was, We have... I don't know. We've YOLO'd a lot of situations, is all I'm saying. The way we fought Leviathan is that we pretty much taped two giant ships together. One to use as a platform to fight, and the other to, again, tape some crystals on so we could pierce the barrier of ether. That was our plan. We taped two ships together. Oh boy. So how, I wonder how many other currents, how many are we missing from this place? Whoa, 4? I thought we were missing 1. Okay. I guess we won't be flying for a while. Anyway, hello? Intruders! Your lies are forfeit! Alright, I mean, I actually don't know how to fight multiple enemies with this character. I think I used this, and Bane, and that to create a shield. And then he will die on his own. Wow, actually, I destroyed these two, huh? Wow, they got wrecked. There's more. I don't know if these guys are weaker or something, but I am devastating them. Okay. I have to kill the fire drones. For the muskets, I believe. Let's see if they are actually tankier than the others. Yeah, they seem to be tankier than the others. Much tankier, in fact. Although not that much. Okay. There should be more up there. Can I reach? Hang on. Oh, come on. No line of sight? Well, never mind. Uh-oh. I've been spotted. Jesus Christ, the amount of damage I'm doing to that guy, though. I'm doing 1,000 per hit. I do 600 with my Dark Knight. Alright. Okay, so I've completed the quest for the side quest. I guess now we can move on to the next part of the main quest. Wait, I had to go back? Oh. Hey. What's up? The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. Okay. I do not look like a summoner. I look like I'm ready for a night out. You know? Okay, there's a lot of these guys, and they will all aggro on me. So maybe I shouldn't really rush into things like I'm doing right now. I'm gonna try to break the aggro, if I can. Alright, dude. What's that ability, by the way? Unexpected damage you put to all the targets, okay. I gotta say though, the spell effects in this game are always extremely fancy. Oh, hey. Do I still have my barrier? I don't. Okay, give me the barrier. Then kill that guy. Wow. Destroyed. There's more. My freaking mini titan doesn't give a shit. It is just aggroing on whatever. Okay, so let's try to avoid confrontation as much as possible. Oh, come on, he turned around at the very... Ah, screw you. Oh my god. Okay, this is not ideal. Okay, I am pulling everything. I'm gonna have to stop and fight. I'm dying. I'm actually dying. Okay, give me the protection. Okay, my protection is already gone. These guys actually hurt a lot. You know what you should really do is set your chocobo to be a tank while you're playing DPS. But I have no idea how to do that. Okay, I got wrecked a little bit. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. Oh god, we're fighting the Primal, huh? Are you prepared then? I mean... Am I? I don't know if I am. I'm gonna have to open my file and read the strategy. Hold here, Iceheart. When the next Nath come, we offer no resistance. Alright. Surrender, intruders. There is no escape. Okay. Fine. We surrender. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. Oh god, they look like... They have like tiny beetles wings on the back. Or like a shell that turns into wings maybe, I don't know. I don't remember who the Primal was, but I kinda remember what it looks like. Can't remember the name. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before the Lord, pray leave this matter to me. If what I know of summoning rituals hold true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sounds of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I would not be amused. Price of potions? We're being very casual about this. It may be the way I'm dressed at the moment.
Now we have but to wait.
Lord Ravana.
Ravana, that's who
Secret
it was.
blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
Okay. Holy shit. As always, boss design in this game
To the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
is incredible. Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, glorious general, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach.
Are we really trying to reason with this guy?
Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territories secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Oh, is she? She's summoning Shiva again, isn't she? Well,
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
she's gonna get wrecked. Or there will be no fight for me.
Oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
Yeah. She tried to freeze him? Yeah, right. I like that she's using the same moves she uses in the fight when you fight her. Whoa. Whoopsie daisy. Nope. Doesn't work.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Ah, hi. That would be me. I'm the Warrior of Light. I know I'm not looking like the part right now, but if you give me a moment, I'm gonna open my book and fight you.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Now, let me read to you exactly why you're going to lose in the next, like, 30 minutes. See, I've made a graph as why I'm going to win. Ah, yes. Thokas Talk. Hard mode available now. That's what we're gonna have to do now. Alrighty then. Use the duty finder to confront Ravana. Okay, are we gonna do that as a summoner or as a tank? Alright, give me a moment. I need to look up the strategy. If it doesn't look too complicated, I'm gonna do it as a tank, okay? But I need to momentarily check on the Cure Master Tanking file spreadsheet that I made specifically for this. Cure Tanking Guide, there we go. Okay, so we are in Heavensward Trials. There you go. Ravana hard mode. Okay, phase 1. Yes, you can fall off. Okay, that doesn't sound good already. When the walls fall off, make sure there's a wall behind you, so when you get knocked back, you don't get knocked off. Giant AoE that divides the zone in 2 quadrants, 2 huge AoEs centered on 2 players. Each marked player gets a zone to themselves and gets next to the wall edge. Do not overlap the other marked player, or they both die. Everyone else in the empty areas. Oh my god, immediately after the floor AoE, only middle is a safe zone. Oh my god. That's phase 1. Phase 2, you have to kill the spirit, you have to kill the moon. Each one that completes this cast becomes a sword. Each sword is a huge AoE during the ultimate. 3 seems to be in the limit that will cause a wipe. Okay. That's phase 2. Then phase 3. He marks people with a sword. Sword indicates the order of hit. Get away from the other players. Like a meteor stream in T9, boss jumps, then sequentially dives on marked player and makes an AoE around them. His defensive stance attacks the second threat target. Okay, I am going to try this on my summoner, just because I want to see where the tank is positioned. The problem is this is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take 16 minutes to find a team. Oh man, that sucks. I mean, if I did this on a tank, I would probably find a group in like 5 minutes. Tops. That is the woe of being a DPS class, unfortunately. Also, Titan off, Garuda on for the fights. If I'm DPSing and I have a tank. Or is it Ifrit? I can't... I don't know. Maybe it's Ifrit. I also know that I have... Wait, where are my... Do I not have all the skills? No. I can unlock Tree Disaster, which is... What is that? What even is that? I don't have it on my bar. Oh no, it's here. Oh, that's the one that... oh yeah, I remember this. So that's my one spell that does a little bit of damage and also debuff the target with both Miasma and Bio 2 at the same time. So you don't have to cast these, you just have to cast Tree Disaster. It is on a fairly long cooldown though, so you can't use it like every pool or every enemy. It's only for the main target or like the first enemy in a pack. You can spread your diseases using Bane. Summon Bahamut. Now that sounds like a cool ability. Oh man. Should I just queue as a tank? Oh, it's gonna be a disaster if I fail. See, here's the thing. If you fail as a DPS, nobody really gives a shit. The fight can probably still be completed easily by the other people. If you fail as a tank, it could mean a wipe for like 7 other people. And that kind of responsibility kind of scares me when I do not know anything about the fight. Is there stuff you could do while waiting? I guess we could do some, I don't know, some Beastmen, some Beast Tribes quests in the meantime. Well, first of all, we can get outside and complete that quest. Or we just do some of the other tribes quests. Let's move to... which one is the cheapest one? pretty much the same amount of money, so it doesn't matter. Let's get to this one for now. But yeah, this is the problem with playing a DPS. Every time you have to do a trial, every time you have to do a dungeon, you kind of have to wait a little bit. It's usually the same amount of time. It's between 10 and 15 minutes to get a team. Tends to be less for dungeons, just because... Oh, what's a lovely day in Tanalan. Look at this blue sky. Lovely. It tends to be faster for dungeons because you need only 4 people. Like, there's a tank, a healer, and 2 DPSs. But for the trials, you need 8 people. 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPSs. So I am doing these quests pretty much on repeat every day. They do change daily, so you don't do exactly the same quests every day. They are on a rotation, like every 2 or 3 days you get to see the same quests, mostly. Also, you see I can take quests from 3 different NPCs, that guy, and technically this guy. They represent the different type of... My god, the noise of this guy crafting. They represent the different levels of reputation. You initially start with only 3 daily quests available. Then you move to 6 once you level up your reputation. Then you move to 9 in the second level of reputation, which is friendly. And once you're done with that, you do like a big final quest that wraps up the story of the Beastman tribe, and you become trusted and you can buy the mount and the pet. Every time you step up from one reputation level to the next, you have to do a quest of some sort that progresses the story for that specific beast tribe. It's kind of cool. You know, they give these beastmen a backstory. It's not just some random silly dailies. They will never be connected, you know. There's actually an overarching story. It's nothing complicated, you know. But it's still nice that it's there. Also, I need to be careful because I'm not max level. I don't know if I'm going to pull enemies. I'm not level 60. I'm level, like, what? 56? I don't remember which one is the limit for pulling. I mean, I am destroying these people, though. Okay, there's something here. Something to do. I don't know. I can't see what. No, I left the quest zone. Hang on. What am I doing? This is the problem. I never read the quests, so I don't. Technically, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm pulling aggro. Okay. That's not good. I tend to read the main quests, but not like the dailies. Yeah, it's a daily. Oh, I have to destroy the beacons. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can recognize them after a while. But that's about it. So there should be more boxes of crystal, and there should be, there you go, another pillar. But to kill 2 infernal beacons for the quest, I believe. I'm not taking a lot of damage, so I can use Ifrit and do more damage myself instead of having the tank pet out. It seems in this game like being way over level like really makes a difference to the point where most of the enemies will straight up miss attacks where you're way above their levels. Even a small difference numerically, I mean, makes a huge difference in the way, in the damage you take and the damage you do. Trying to fight enemies that are like a couple of levels above me is actually pretty difficult, even if it's only a couple of levels. Okay, we have 2 of the DPSs and 1 of the healers. I think it may be more than 16 minutes. I'm not sure, but judging by how it's moving, I don't know. I may have to just suck it up and do it as a tank at some point. No, never mind. I guess that's what the game wanted me to do. I found a team. Alright, commence. There you go, guys. Never mind. Scratch what I just said. We're fighting. The good thing is that I think we're getting automatically teleported to the quest location when we're done fighting here, so I don't have to go back. As always, great music. Okay then, I don't remember exactly what to do, but let's do this. Hello? Here we go. Okay, he's taking a lot of damage. Well, a show off he really is, isn't he?
Furious as a blaze.
Don't know what that means. Prelude to Slaughter. What is he doing? Is that bad? Is that the bad one? I know what's happening. I see a lot of things flashing around. I'm gonna get closer to my team. Is that... Ow. Okay. Woo! Okay, that makes sense now. I understand. And then the middle is safe. Okay. Alright. Alright. So it said you can fall off, but I don't see the arena being like broken or anything. Okay, he's really angry now. Why am I next to the tank? Ouch. Should I be inside here? I don't know what's happening. I feel like every time I move somewhere, the tank is there. What the fuck is happening? How many of these things are around? I'm just gonna kill the boss now. Unless I'm supposed to kill the tiny enemies, I don't know. Did I say the wall begins to crumble? He's picking up the sword. I don't want to be nearby, I guess. Oh, what the f... Ow. Okay, he's really angry now. Okay, I am nearly dead. I'm alive. Barely. I'm dead. No, I'm alive. Lots of people are dead, though. Ouch. It's hurting a lot. Do I get close? I get away. The Dragoon is dead. No surprises there. As always, though, the music is freaking awesome. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? I'm not. Ow. 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 Please. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what? I was inside. Oh, come on. Can I have a res? But I guess we're watching the rest of the fight. Oh, no, never mind. I got a rest. Why did they resurrect me? Do they have any idea there's a dead tank and a dragoon? Alright. I don't think they know what they're doing, resurrecting me. Okay, we get close to the middle now. Okay, then they get the fuck out of there. Somebody use the limit break. He's 7%. 6. We're doing it. Another guy has just died. %. Never mind. Another guy has been rezzed. I get the two that are not being rezzed or they've fallen off the platform, maybe. That's why they cannot be rezzed. There we go. Done. Success.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Hooray! Hey, cuz! I'm invincible, says the half-dead guy. Yeah, they all say that before the fall, you know. How does that work? Cheers. I'm the only one in the party, so no one is around to hear me say that. We did it! Yay! Oh, Ikus, I had a question for you. I meant to ask it in Discord, but if you're here, I guess I'm gonna ask it now. Hang on, after the cutscene. Man, lady, your freaking dress is super glitchy.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you.
Yeah, I'm cooler
For all his
than most
savagery,
people.
I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
I mean, you say we have done well? All I've seen is that you turned into Shiva and got immediately stabbed and nearly died. And then I did everything else. Are you gonna say like I loosened it for you or something like that? And there he is.
Once more you achieve the impossible.
Or she.
Bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor.
This is a new one. I never met this person. Igorim.
At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Who are you even talking to? Go away. Yeah, those are the Asians. Those are the bad guys that I was talking about. So, Ikus, you have played through the entirety of Dragon's Dogma, right? Do you know if the PC version includes the DLC? Or do I have to buy it on the side? Like, is there like a one version including everything? It does? Okay. Because, what I wanted to do, I didn't have time to set it up, but instead of playing Final Fantasy, what I wanted to do is a challenge mode that I saw for Dragon's Dogma. in which I saw a guy playing it and I thought like that was a cool idea. Pretty much, you start a game, you make your character, you do the quest up until you kill the big one, the big guy outside of the very first zone. You are not allowed to loot anything, to kill anything other than the guy for the quest. You immediately grab your own pawn. You jumped into the DLC and you play the DLC only with your level 1 character. It's really difficult, but it's doable. Now, I don't know how much that is going to screw me over story-wise. I don't really mind, honestly, because I feel like the best part of the game, according to everybody, is the DLC. So I don't know if knowing the rest of the game is technically needed to play that challenge mode. But it seemed really difficult and also really interesting, and it's something that I was interested in doing. The game seems to be fairly cheap at this point, so... Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You were a marvel to behold, Iceheart. Yeah, well... Well, this time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale and to continue our journey. Alright then. Yeah, I'll think about it. If the version includes everything and it's only like... It's less than $10 for the entire game. And I can play the main game on the side, I guess, on my own. But like for the stream, I wanted to do the challenge. I've seen a little bit of it, and boy oh boy, it's difficult. You get one-shotted by most enemies. You have to properly play some really... You have to play the game, you have to care about like elements and stamina preservation and consumables and like a lot of aspects of the game that mostly... I guess they get ignored in the basic game because it's a little on the easy side when you begin. It's different. It's like a big area, it's a big exploration. While the DLC, it's more, from what I heard, contained. It's like a dungeon that you explore on the island. It's just a big dungeon, yeah. You are pretty much trying to survive with a level 1 character against level like 40 and 50 enemies. Because some of the game mechanics still work. Like you can still, if you manage to trip an enemy, you can still pick them up and throw them off a cliff or something. So you can, there's a lot of ways to cheat and exploit the game and, you know. You used a difficulty overhaul mod when you played it and it made it decently challenging. Oh, that's cool. There's like something like that. But yeah, I did hear the basic game without the DLC is a little easier. And also, yeah, that would be playing on hard mode as well. On top of, you know, the rest of the challenge. I don't know how necessary the main story is for the DLC. I believe it's very necessary, unfortunately. Iceheart, easily. Thank the 12. That's cool, guys. It's cool. I killed that thing. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vat never mentioned his name. You're quite certain he will keep his word. I was honored beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle. A miracle I must attribute to Iceheart. Never did I doubt you, warrior of light. Unlike some... Shut the fuck up, you're the one doubting everything. We're gone so long that Master Alfino here nigh lost his wits with worry. Fretting like a maid for a sweetheart he was. Estinian, was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. It's okay, Alfino. I know you have a crush on me. It's fine. What matters is that the primal is banished, and the promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm Resvelger. Needog minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alfino is still but a boy. That's kind of true, yeah. Estinian is a rude dude. But yeah, since unfortunately I cannot play Control, I wanted to play Control really, really badly. I did install it and I did try it, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. So I was looking into alternatives to play on stream. I spent like half of today trying to figure out what to play. And I couldn't find anything, honestly. Spent like an hour browsing through games, and it's not that I don't have things to play. It's more like I'm not really inspired to play specific things. Okay, there we go. Another crystal quest. So we can... Where is that going to be? What the hell is that? Sneak with Marsham Hunters. Oh, okay. I guess when I'm done collecting points for the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass for PC? Is that... Did I say that right for once? We'll have a few more things to play. Priority number 1, of course, is going to be Doom Eternal. How do I get up there? And I did write down some names for some of the new games that have been added in all this time. I feel like that was the best way, you know. Drop in the subscription for a few months and come back when there were more games added. And now there's a bunch of new games that we can play. Is Control performance issue? Unfortunately, it is, yes. I tried lowering all the settings and the game runs at like 20 FPS. It's really, really bad, unfortunately. I don't know if it's my GPU. It probably is. My 970, it's kinda old at this point. And yeah, the game looks really demanding. It's okay. I will, like, very much like Final Fantasy XV, I will play it once I have a better GPU. It's only gonna take a little bit of time, you know? It kind of sucks because it looked really cool and I really wanted to play it. I did install it, I did try it, I tried my best to make it run. But I don't know, it was just never getting above 20 FPS. It was almost a slideshow. Terrible. I would argue maybe less than 20, because it was really a slideshow. which made me feel almost like it wasn't just a normal performance issue. Maybe there was something else, because it was really, really bad. Like, I've never had anything run that poorly. And I get it, I don't have like the newest GPU, but the 970 has never struggled to run anything on high. The fact that was running so bad on low made me think that maybe there was something else that was wrong? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But I do know that my 970 has issues running things that are capping the memory. The video memory. Because of the stupid way they... hang on. Right there. Because of the stupid way they implemented the memory on the 970, which is, instead of having 4 gigabytes, it's like 3.5 plus 0.5 on the side, which means every time you cap the 3.5 and you have to access the remaining 0.5, the game freaks, anything that you're doing just kind of freaks out. The GPU goes crazy and it doesn't really run well. Which sucks, and some people manage to get a refund, or at least like compensation for that problem. I know that for a while Nvidia was giving like 100 or 150 bucks to everybody that bought the GPU, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still kind of broken. You know, it's impossible to buy a new GPU right now unless you want to buy an old one. I kind of wanted to... I was eyeballing the 3070, which would be more than enough for the next 5 years or something, I'd say. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Ishgard's hand was the beastman's god Lord Ravana laid low. In his overconfidence, the primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How does you contend with his biting blades? But the particular matters not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of morn, and there shall you find Halo, the altar for which you may begin your ascent to the summit of some all. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidog shall not lightly suffer your presence on the sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. I think so, at least. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let's begin the climb. Hell yes. I think that's a dungeon, by the way. The Son All. That I will surely do as a tank. I will not shy away from a dungeon. But yeah, I mean, the GPU market right now is just fucked. I don't think any of the new 30 GPUs, the 3000 series, is available. I think they ran out almost immediately. And I don't know if and when they're gonna come back, but yeah, pretty much the cryptocurrency miners have wrecked the entire market. Crypto needs to die. It kind of does, yeah. I think Nvidia is addressing the problem a little late, if you ask me. Like, they should know by now that crypto miners are the ones buying the GPUs and, like, stealing hundreds of them instead of letting the customers buy their cards. So what they're doing is they are making a line of GPUs specifically meant for mining. And I don't know what they're doing, but they are kind of destroying the ability of normal gaming GPUs to run cryptocurrency mining. I don't know how. It's like a patch with the drivers, but I don't know like how it works technically. But I heard that they're doing it, but a little too late if you ask me. They should have done it immediately. As soon as they released the new GPU, it should have been like that. Especially since you know you have very limited supplies because we're in a fucking pandemic. But they don't give a shit. They just wanted to sell cards fast. And that they did. They sold all of them very quickly. And who cares if your gamers are not actually able to buy your GPUs? As long as you're selling them, right? I mean, if it wasn't for the extra features on the Nvidia cards that I kinda care about, I would have bought already a an AMD card. Because the performance are pretty much the same. At about the same price. But unfortunately, there's a few features on the Nvidia cards that I think are worth it. Same features that should come to an AMD cards, but we don't know when and how and if they're going to work. It feels like AMD is always chasing Nvidia when it comes to GPU technology. And I honestly do not want to buy an inferior GPU just to save, like, what, 50 bucks over 500? If I'm spending 500, I can spend 550. That's not the point. Okay, guys, this should be the final Etherite. So we should be able to fly now. Or not. Am I missing one? Wait. It says here I should be able to fly. Huh. Am I crazy? The currents. I have all of them. No, I'm missing one. Never mind. Sorry. I didn't see that. I am missing one. Okay, that makes sense. This is looking spooky. I love this place though. Lots of big lizards in this cave, and what looks like dinosaurs. And dragon men. Spooky. I don't know what it is about this game though. I do love the visuals. Like, every time they are so carefully crafted. Like, look at this. And this could be found in a Dark Souls game, you know? Where you see like a big bridge with spiky molten rocks and a big statue in the background. And the game is constantly showing vistas like this, and there's... Oh, please don't. And having this level of environmental design, it's really, really good. Is that destination? I feel like this is gonna be a dungeon now. If I remember correctly. But yeah, look at this place. A little less beautiful when you remove the filter I use. The shader. But still quite good. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Somnal summit for thee and thy companions. Okay. Heed me now, children of men. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Were you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for this certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Stenian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. So it is said that whoever is wielding the Eye of a Dragon kinda shares the feelings of that dragon. Which is why right now Nidhogg is like filled with rage. 1,000 years old rage. And Estinian is actually struggling, I think, to keep his cool because of the eye. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that awaits us? Tiaman herself is said to guard this peak. Who's Tiaman? I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Oh, a dragon, female dragon. Any dragon foolish enough to bar a path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Did I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. It was to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and it is for their sake that I go now to speak with Hresvelgr. But I said nothing of Tiaman. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hresvelgr, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Yeah, fair enough. Oh man. You can tell Izael is very conflicted about this. Okay, the dungeon is open. Let me switch to tank. There we go. Do I have technically better gear? I kinda do. But I look like... I kinda look like trash, but I feel like I need my best gear for this. I don't look like trash, but I don't like the look of this set. It's a bit too technological. It's not very tank-like. Anyway, let me access real quick my guide for this. Okay, Heavensward leveling dungeons. Here we go. Some all. Okay, kill the larger plant things. Just burn the boss as the first boss. You can pull the ad on each big platform down the hill, which will leave the dragon and sprites at the top. I don't know about that. Stack on red, mark, spread on blue. Markers on who he's going to throw the blob at. Kill a big ad as soon as possible, else huge AoE. Okay. Couple of groups. Solo dragon. Dragon sprites AoE city. Okay. Run to the edge when there's a meteor for the final boss. Get out and far away once the mark disappears. Okay, and kill the wings. Sure. I'll try. As you can see, average wait time is 5 minutes now. It's probably going to be shorter than that. Usually is. So we can probably sit here for a moment. And, let me have a drink, sip of water. I've been so thirsty again lately. I don't know why. I've been drinking almost an entire bottle of water a day. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, the GPU issue is a little bad at the moment. I feel like by the time the next batch of GPU is ready, maybe I will be able to afford it and it's gonna be available for everyone. I don't know. I hope so. I don't know, maybe by that time the prices will be less stupid. Because I think what happened right now is lots of people bought GPUs and then resold them on eBay for almost twice the price. Which kind of defeat the purpose of buying a new GPU. The only good thing about the new GPUs is that the price was like lower than the old ones. I don't know. Sometimes I feel a little conspiracy theorist. But the fact that a lot of people complained that as soon as they bought like the 2080 Ti, the 3070 came out being pretty much less than half the price, made them a lot of people very angry. And I can't help but think that Nvidia went like, oh, hang on a second, maybe people are still buying 2080 Ti's. Maybe we should wait a little bit. Release a small batch and then sell all the remaining GPUs. And then, when we made enough money out of the old ones, we're gonna make the new ones again. I don't know, like... I usually don't buy into conspiracy theories when it comes to, you know, everyday things. But when it comes to money, I tend to believe that these kind of mega corporations and those companies will make whatever is necessary to maximize their profit, even if it's like the worst scumbag maneuver ever. Oh my god, is my chair breaking? What the fuck was that? Okay. I seem stable. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. But it kind of sucks, you know? New GPUs, it should have been a happy time for everybody, and I don't know how many they've made, but they ran out in a matter of hours, and they have never been available after that. Which kind of sucks. I mean, I'm not too worried. To be honest, so far my GPU only struggled with like 2 games of all the games I played, which is Final Fantasy XV and Control. Everything else run perfectly well, I'd say. You know, considering I'm still playing in 1080 and not like 2K, but that's fine. The 970 has been serviceable. My big concern is the GPU is 6 years old by now. It's going to be 7 years old. Or entering the 7th year of service. And I am terrified it will blow up on me, because I have never had a card running for this long without breaking on me. Especially with a heavy use of a gamer like me that also streams like 4 hours every day. So yeah, it's a little scary because I wouldn't know what to do. Obviously, I need a GPU in my system because I'm using my PC for work now, as well as my streaming gaming. But like, if it was to break now, what would I even buy? I honestly don't know. Maybe a used GPU? Like a 1070 or something? That would last me enough until I can get like a new one? Or should I just buy, I don't know, a 2070 and accept that I'm not gonna skip, I'm gonna probably skip this generation and maybe the next as well? Which kinda sucks. Are they even around 2070s? Are they affordable? I don't even know. There's not... Wow. There's nothing available, huh? Not even a 3070... sorry, a 2070 is available right now. Not a single one that I can see. A used one is selling for $500. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. What about a 1070? Widely unavailable. I don't know. I don't know. Guys, there's nothing. There's no GPUs on the market. What the fuck is happening? Is there any GPU available? 1080? Nope. 1080 Ti? Nope. A 2080? Nope. A 2060? Willing to go back down a step? Nope. I see. So what is one supposed to do if he needs a GPU right now? Are they on eBay maybe? At like 3 times the price? Or some used one on eBay. There's a 1050 Ti for $300, which feels like I'm being ripped off. And that's about it. What? Oh, that's the only new one. There's more used ones, I guess. There's a few used 1080. Okay, there's a new 1080 Ti for $300. That's alright, I would say. Oh wait, never mind. That's a scam. It says I will ship a photo, not the GPU, on eBay. Wow, amazing. Okay. Ah, that's the one. There's one 1080 for $800. All right. Oh my god. This is a tragedy. There are even Twitch streams for monitoring GPU stocks? Oh my fucking god. This is insane. What about AMD cards? What are they called? I don't even know the names of these AMD cards. Six, 6800 or something? Is that available? That's a new one, I believe. No, nothing. Wow. Wow. This is bad. This is really bad. I didn't realize how bad this was until now. No, not even the AMD cards are available. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, what? Huh. Well, I mean... I guess, I don't know. I guess I have to cross my fingers and hope that my GPU is going to last me for a little while longer. Jesus. I really didn't think it was this bad. Like, I knew the new ones were out of stock. But I didn't think that the old ones would be completely out as well. Is this a GPU? Is this a real GPU? Is this guy selling an actual GPU? I think I found one single 2060 for 550 bucks. Yeah, it's a real GPU, no photos or empty boxes. It's a real GPU. Only one in stock. I found one 2060 for 600 bucks pretty much. I guess I would have to buy a used one. There are a few used ones on sale. Oh, I see. These scammers are justifying their purchases. Sorry, they're justifying selling the photos of the GPUs by explicitly saying they are selling the pictures only in order to trick bots into buying fake GPUs. That's apparently the justification for this. Like in the description it says, picture of the GPU 2060 just in case you want a picture, you can have one in an A4 format. As just, I'm selling only the picture of the GPU. If you're not a bot, do not buy it. This item is only made to be purchased by bots, which are acquiring, you know, buying things automatically and not destroying the market for GPUs. I'm roughly translating from Italian, by the way. I am not selling the GPU. I repeat, I'm not selling the GPU. There's no refund. Please read the description carefully. This is what it says. On the actual eBay page of the GPU, apparently. Oh, hello. Well, holy crap. I don't know what to say. I feel like I should play less video games right now. Try to, you know, preserve the life of my GPU. Oh well. I forgot what to do in the dungeon, by the way. Clear the larger plants, the spawn, the poison one, adds the devoured, podcast, I ignore everything. Okay. Alright. Activating tank stance. Let's go. Are they ready? They're following. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to tank. Seems like I remember how to tank for now. Alright. They got this. So, let me jump in here. Let me debuff the enemies. And I guess I have to tank that big plant. I don't know. I am dying, however. I am about to die. I am dead. I didn't get a single heal. Is the healer? Okay, the healer is there. Did I die too fast? I used all my tanking skills. Was I supposed to ignore the plants? It says kill the larger plants. Isn't it that one? Oh, maybe I was close to the poison? Does it hurt? I don't know. I don't know if I should be close to the big plants or not. Maybe not. Maybe I should be further away. I'm gonna try to stay away from the big plant. But the DPSs are not attacking the plant, so I don't know. Is my guide like too old? Is the strategy any different nowadays? I don't know. Using everything I have. Okay, the poison didn't do much damage, so I still don't know how I died earlier. So are we just ignoring the ads? I mean, the guide says to ignore the ads, so I'm gonna just ignore the ads, I guess. Is everybody doing alright? It looks like they are. Alright, the boss is dead. That wasn't too bad. Give me gear. No gear. That's a shame. I really, really, really need the extra gear. Because I'm still using suboptimal items. So what's the next part? Pull the ads on each platform. Alright. Yeah, it looks like I'm taking a lot of damage. Maybe more than I should. What's the healer? It's a white mage. You should be able to heal me fairly efficiently, though. Unless he's also, like, kind of under-leveled. Am I fighting that dragon? Okay. Alright. Alright then. It's kind of cool though. He's done. Okay. So far so good, I guess. I don't know. I mean, aside from, you know, the initial death, it seems like it's going a lot better. Hello? I'm running out of mana. Okay, what do we do now? Are we breaking these things? Oh yeah. Right, oh, fucking hell. Stupid dragon. Landed on me, did some damage. Where do we go from here? Okay. It feels like taking it like extra easy is the way to go here, as I cannot afford to pull more than a single pack at a time. Wow, it's really dark in here. What is this? Stack on red, spread on blue. Okay. Ouch, he really hurts. Are we dealing with that, or like... Stack on red. Ouchies, okay. I think that guy's gonna die. Yeah, he forgot to stack on red. Sprite and blue, get the fuck away from me. Alright, good. What about green? The guy never said anything about green. Oh, kill green. Okay, they're killing green. Alright, that's fine. I don't know why the white mage isn't resting the other guy. Stack. That's blue. Okay. He's doing red. We need to stack on that guy. Please, my guy, do not... Oh my fucking god. Nearly died. He did not move an inch. I had to run towards him. Like, that's insanity. Okay. The monster is defeated. Same gloves. And, fuck, we're not getting anything out of this. Couple of groups. Solo Dragon, Dragon Sprites, AoE. Alright, that seems alright. And then the final boss is going to be run to the edge when the meteor marks get out and far away once the marks disappear. And kill the wings. Okay. I want earrings. Can I wear them? No. I'm always out of mana. I think I'm using it efficiently now. For a long time I used to have always full mana, but now... I don't know, I think I'm doing it right. I was reading a bunch of guides on, you know, how to play the classes. They're very complex. It's not like your usual MMO where you have, like, World of Warcraft, 3 buttons and that's your class. Like every class has combos, utilities, defensives, offensives. There's like a lot happening. Alright, there he is. Okay, they both died. Cool. We going the right place? I guess so. I should not be tanking the first time I'm in a dungeon. Oh, hey, double treasure coffer. I'd like to take those. Oh, it's just trash. I see. Alright, final boss. Again, meteor marks, run to the edge and get out. Okay. Okay, so you get marked. You run to the edge. Then when the mark disappears, you run as far away as possible. If I understand it correctly. Okay. Is everybody in? Where's the healer? Oh, there he is. Okay. Follow me then. Ow. Ow, I'm dying. Help. Healing? Healing? The healer is not healing me? Okay, he's curing me now. I had to use every single cooldown I had to survive. Shit. Oh my god, I'm dying again. Please. Okay, I am marked. I'm running to the edge. Okay, I don't know if I did that right. Oh, we're attacking the wings. I forgot. Oh, this is the phase with the wings, huh? Okay, the wings are down. Ooh, fuck. Use all my cooldowns once again. Oh my god. We're surviving. We're making it. Come on, limit break it, kill it. Oh my god, thank God. Rough. Was that girl dancing? Alright, I'm gonna recommend one of the DPSs. And they all left. There's only the healer. Whatever. I'm gonna recommend the healer then. So what do we have here? An astrologian thing and a samurai. Okay. What did I get out of it though? Gloves. Fine. I'll take new gloves, I guess. I received one recommendation. Commendation, I guess. Fair enough. I didn't do great. I feel like I've done alright though, aside from the very beginning. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I recovered another one of my gems. So if you remember, in the main, like in the vanilla story, we unlocked all those crystals one at a time by killing primals and doing other things like that. But at some point during the patches between the two, between the vanilla and the expansion, that thing was taken from me by one of the dragons. Askaret? I'm cool, I'm fine. It would seem Tiaman was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. Aside from the big one, I guess. What is happening? Ooh. Stealing is not looking so well. Nidog. He roars. He knows we're here then? His fury. It bleeds through the eye. I fear not. I am yet my own master. But that damn worm wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Damn. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. O Saint Shiva, when will it end? The story of Shiva is interesting. She used to be a human before becoming a primal.
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years, they came.
The Churning Mist. I think this is Moogle land, by the way. There's gonna be a lot of Moogles around. Oh, look how pretty this is. Yeah, Shiva used to be human. She lived in the time when dragons and humans were still friends. I think she fell in love with one of the dragons, in maybe even the dragon we are about to go and meet. But as she grew older and realized that her life was nothing in, you know, in the face of the life of a dragon, which is nearly immortal, before dying of natural causes, she decided to be eaten by the dragon she loved, so they could be together forever. And the dragon agreed, and the spirits merged or something like that. From that point onwards, she has been kind of revered as a saint. Look how pretty this is, though. Saint Dragon Snack? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, this place is awesome. Don't look down, though. Or over there, because I don't know what the hell is exploding over there. That doesn't look too good. Ooh, Etherite. Hang on. Let me attune really quickly. We have reached it at last, the peak of Som Al. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold in Coerthas, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. Ah, there we go. Now I can fly in the previous area. There we go. Yeah, Ethercurrent's attunement complete. I was missing one final quest, I guess. Also, my Chocobo has zoned out. Whatever. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Resvelger himself. Uh-oh. There it is. Oh no. What manner of creature is that? Iceheart? Do my eyes deceive me? Or was that a Moogle? Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, I'm worried. My face looks very worried. It was my understanding that they only dwell within the Heavensward. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mist. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Resvelgir makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Damn it. It's not only gonna be one of them. Spoilers. There's many. Bah, he's gone. Iceheart, we must widen our search. Okay. Is that the Vista? Hang on. Can I? Well then. There is no sign of a Moogle in the area. What's this etheric disturbance? The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. What do Vistas gives again? It's nothing. It's just like a sightseeing log to complete, but I don't think there's any reward. Maybe there's an achievement once you do it all. I don't know. I never cared too much about it. I've heard tales of these Moogles, but this is the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They're rather adorable, aren't they?
Well, you don't know them, lady.
What? Why do you stare at me so? Cannot find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. I know. I love you. Yes, in. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Perhaps it was simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. No, I definitely saw a Moogle. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? We're getting a new weapon? Oh my god, about damn time. Confound it! Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I'm certain Resvelgir will not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nedogs with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Zale, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try. Yet I fear the influence of Nedog's rage will render most of the Duranians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alfino? I have yet not given up on the Moogles. Iceheart, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles of the Heavensward. After the business with Moogle Mog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. No Moogle Mog. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nedog senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any actions against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Asgard, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nofika's altars. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There's an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I already done that. Been there, done that. Have I? Have I really though? I can teleport there, so I guess. Okay, back to Gridania we go. Where is that? That would be in the main city, next to the Conjurer's Guild. Okay. Alright, guys. We're going back to the green forests of Gridania. Lovely place. When it's, you know, a sunny day. Like most places in the game. When it's sunny, they just look awesome. Only some of them look good when it's raining. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so you can't really see much, but you can see it's lovely. And there's a bunch of people around here. Someone playing the harp as well. Honestly, I don't know how that works. I would like to know how to play an instrument in this game. Hey, Alphino. I sent word to the Elder Sidseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood moguls, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Conjurer's station at the entrance? Yeah, I am, unfortunately. I've been here quite a lot. For diplomacy reasons. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but there's no less of a relief to see you are safe and hail with mine own eyes. Oh yeah, nobody knows we are alive. And we don't know where all the other peoples are. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and doings. Elder Sidseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. She's the leader of Gridania, by the way, if it wasn't clear. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Mughals of the Churning Mist. Kupo, I say, Kupo. Oh no. Oh no. There it is. Greetings, Kuplakop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane. And I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Mughal who dwell beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah, yes, the tale of good King Mughal the 12th. May he always bless our souls. That's you always need to add something like that when talking about the good King Mughal the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subject might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kupla's ancestors hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alfino, such stories oft contains a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Mughals of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Mughal, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us, then? Just to try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. Yes, very well. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Wow, you in person? Everybody's a little bit shocked. But, my lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the signs of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Aw. They're kind of struggling. Is this not just? Yeah, sure. Absolutely, whatever you say, lady. You're the boss. They were not happy about that. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Sidseer. We'll be honored by your presence. Everyone is freaking out. The Royal Guard. Alright then. Hey, Alfino. Upon return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments, I will serve as the Elder Sidseer guides on the journey back to Somnal. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Sidseer personal guard to escort us. Okay then. Back to Mogholm. Am I making any money? I'm making a lot of money. I made 30k tonight. With just a few quests we've done so far. Seems like it's very profitable. Just playing the main story. Which is good, because I'm gonna need another, like, 450,000 to buy the remaining 3 mounts. Come on! Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi, Estinian. Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidog has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Sidseer herself answered your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. There they are, Oscarit. Oh, hello. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of the Ravanians. To seem the dragons have abandoned some all for the churning mist. Elder Sidseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I've heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us, even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves.
What do you mean all around us? Like, are they watching us?
They should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo.
So many? How many? How many are we talking about here?
I am Kane Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind.
Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo.
There they are. And there he is!
I am Moglin, the chieftain of the Smoogle clan.
Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Is it? Greetings, I am Kuplokop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Muggles. He's a big Muggle, huh?
A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo.
My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here among the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them for their forwardness, when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Resvalgir, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon.
An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kanesina. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul.
But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. Now, we had to kill a dragon to get here. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Rasvalgir, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidog. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. That's fair enough. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Ishgard here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is the champion of the Twelveswood Muggles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Oh, tell him.
Now, Ambassador. Let's not ruffle each other's fur.
Is that a thing they do?
I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration.
If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? Yeah? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Can ruffles each other fur, if you know what I mean.
An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Moghome. Prove yourself worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo.
And here's the point where we do like 10 menial tasks for the Mughals. Oh yes, very well, very well. Estinian, where is he? Oh no, I have to talk to Moglin. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. Actually, how do you tell each other apart up here? What was it Kuplokop called you again? Well, I would be the Warrior of Light, Askaret, whatever. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Mughal name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Mogan, Mogmog, and Mogwin. These being the names of the 3 wise Mughals who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Oh yes, very good. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you're worthy of your aid, our aid. Alright. Oh man, I kinda want a katana. What else do we have? Sword of the Paladin. Big axe for the warrior. Well, I'll take my sword. If I can even equip that. I'm not sure it's better than mine. It is. Alright. Okay, so the trials for the Mughals. Alright, here we go. What do we need to do? Hello. Yes, I am Mogan, the foremost alchemist of Mogom, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I've got the potions to fix that. Okay, I mean, my tummy's not gloop. Well, my tummy's a little gloopy sometimes. Or, I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial, yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath from me. Yes. Yes, very good. Find it blooming near the entrance to Tom? Tom? Who's Tom? It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. I mean, even the Mog called them chores. I'm not. Hey, Mog. Looks like you're having fun around here, dancing and singing and whatnot. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmog. I know, I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. I think they actually want to. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent Archosauruses and slap some manners into them, Koopa. Perhaps a firm smack will do, or whatever he said, sure. Mogwin, you seem like a reasonable guy. Mogwin's the name and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogham who can match my talent with a brush. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 coupon nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Mughal in Mogham. A rock? Is that what you do? You paint rocks? Alright. Yo, have you seen the painted rock? You see masterpiece? You mean the paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently. A fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Wow, you don't understand art. Master Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece. Oh, happy day! If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? Okay, he's looking for the painting on his own, I guess. Mogto? I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Somal Summit from time to time. Maybe he left it up there. Yeah, that's reasonable to assume that. Is there any other currents nearby? 15 yards to the northeast. I beg your pardon? It's right here. Should be right here. 11. Ah, yes. Oh goodness, guys, it's kind of late. I think I will stop here for tonight. And maybe I'll do the chores on my own tomorrow. I mean the trials, of course. So next time we play, I may be able to get back to the main quest. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna play this next. I guess I'm gonna keep playing this until I figure something out, something to do with my stream. It's not that I don't know that I don't have games to play. It's just that I don't feel very inspired by anything at the moment. So I'm just chilling with some Final Fantasy, which is always nice. But if I feel strongly about something, we're gonna switch. Or alternate, at least. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. For now, it's all though. So, yeah, there you go. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.